What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions.
Get with this.
In today's reaction video, we're going to take a trip back to Australia and check in on the guys from 12 Foot Ninja. And from what I understand, they're working on an album that's going to be out later this year, so they've definitely been busy.
Have you been busy, have you? Have you been busy?
But this is the first reaction to them that I've been doing on this channel because I'm already familiar with all of their stuff. I actually really like this band, and this is one of the first things I've seen come out in a while, other than the awesome Huey Lewis and the News cover that we got at some point during the pandemic. But this is a brand new single, and it is going to be on their newer record. Now, I don't know a lot of backstory on this. I didn't look a lot of stuff up. Somebody did tell me that they made a video game online that somehow goes with the story of this, so I'll have to check that out afterwards. But there's not really much to go on. I don't know what we're going to get. I know 12 Foot Ninja sound pretty well, so I'm expecting it to be similar to what I've heard before. And in terms of the video, we're probably going to get something goofy like we usually get from them too. But other than that, don't really know much, so let's just get it going. I will link this original video in the description below. And today, I'm listening to 12 Foot Ninja, and for the first time, watching the brand new music video for their song, Long Way Home. Let's go.
Hi, we're 12 Foot Ninja. I'm Kin.
I'm Ro. I'm Snevik. And I'm Russ.
And we're about to sing and dance to one of Big Duck's favourite songs. Come on, join us.
All right, I think you're a fart with a face is going to be my new go-to insult for everybody. I don't know what to say or where to go with this so far. This is like if I were to watch like a Nick Jr. show on acid, or what I would imagine it would be like. I mean, it's got that 12 Foot Ninja humor already, and I'm already intrigued by the music because while it has their sound, there's some symphonic stuff going on in there too, and I haven't heard really any of that from this band. Let's see where this goes, man. This is gonna be wild.
I don't know where I left the antidote. Now my days I see you've caught us all. It turns my head into a cannonball. So far too far. We'll be taking that away. We'll be taking that away. The table gets so many requests we can't digest. We'll be taking that away. It's time to ride and give you little lots of lullaby. We'll be taking that away. We'll listen to a second drum category. I take a left, although I stick on right. I like the pressure when the walls are light. I hate to diamond and I broke my jaw, but it won't break the fall. Thank you for great service. I feel so relieved. Guaranteed I'm off to buy a gun and be offended.
I still don't know what to say. This is like, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I'm surprised because it's just so fucking ridiculous. But at the same time, these guys are very well known for fucking ridiculous. One of the things that I've been thinking about lately that I haven't really talked to anybody about is these guys really remind me of like a modern Faith No More. And I'm aware that Faith No More has put out records within the last decade. I toured with them on one of those records, but these guys sound to me like they have a lot of Faith No More, Mr. Bungle type influence to them. And I love that about this band, especially that they can blend it with also being pretty aggressive and pretty heavy at times. But they have some really cool musical parts, man. And what's worth talking about with that is all the different musical parts. Their guitar player, Stevik, he does so much ridiculous stuff in the studio and live. And his guitar is a big part of that. So what he's using is a Shuriken Parallax. Sorry, not Parallax. Parallax is Washburn. A Shuriken Variax from Line 6. Shuriken Guitars is actually Stevik's guitar company. So he partnered with Line 6 and Yamaha, I believe, to make his own signature line of Variax guitars. So the Variax guitars from Line 6 aren't a newer technology, but the technology is super awesome. And the way that Stevik uses it is really cool because he really utilizes and maximizes it in their music. So the Variax technology is basically like an amp modeler, like a Kemper or a Fractal or a Helix or something like that, in the form of a guitar. So those guitars actually have inputs on them, and they also have like networking cables on them that they can plug into computers and pedal boards and stuff like that. And you can do a lot of programming on these guitars because instead of just the magnetic pickups, each one of the strings has a piezo pickup under the saddles of the bridge. So each and every string can be programmed to different tunings and different sounds. And then you can also program all of those changes into a pedal board. And because of the stuff Stevik does in these songs, I mean, he uses it a lot. He needs that because he goes through crazy tunings and crazy sounds and stuff like that. And the piezo pickups on those guitars are different from magnetic pickups because they're not magnetic at all. They actually sense the vibration of the string, which actually gives it more of an acoustic effect. And I don't mean that it sounds like an acoustic guitar. I mean, you're actually hearing the acoustics of the guitar itself. And also with piezo pickups, you don't get any like background hum or anything because they're not magnetic. I could sit here and talk about this all day because it's a wild technology, so I'll just stop here in case anybody's super bored with that, but super cool. Let's continue.
Service stop, feel so relieved. Guaranteed I'm off to buy a gun and be offended.
Hold on. I'm off to buy a gun and be offended? Is that what he said?
Feel so relieved. Guaranteed I'm off to buy a gun and be offended.
What a line. Was that it? No. Really quick, I know we just had a long pause, but there's one other piece of gear I want to get out. So their drummer is using a Pearl kit and Zildjian cymbals. And a lot of the times, Australian bands use the same dealers as the European and Japanese markets. So he's probably an artist of Pearl Drums Europe, if he's an exclusive artist, which I would imagine he was. And then Zildjian as well. And Zildjian, you know, biggest cymbal company in the world. They have offices and markets everywhere. So let's just finish this video. It's been a while since I've just been this stunned by a video because it's been so wild, like sensory overload. I really don't know where to go with this right now. This is ridiculous. I have no idea what the f I just watched. They sing "Having a Fart." If anybody watched this music video high on anything, please comment below and let me know how you took that. Let's go talk some more about this. So my face actually hurts from smiling right now, and first time in a while that's happened, but let's break this down in two different categories. We'll go video and then the actual music, and we'll do video first. The video itself, it's just a total mind f***, man. I'm gonna have to watch that again and see everything that was going on because it was complete sensory overload. I couldn't even follow half the things that were going, but I'm not trying to say it was too much or it was bad. It was just one of those videos where multiple watches, you're probably gonna notice new things every single time. But this is the kind of humor I expect from these guys, and I enjoyed it a lot. And the actual design of the costume, I think it was Uncle Brusnik. I gotta look again, but the costume design of that was actually really cool. And I honestly couldn't tell if it was being puppeteered or somebody was in it or a mixture of the both. I'll try and find out. But it was really cool. And the music itself, it is what I come to expect from 12 Foot Ninja. Now, while it's not one of my favorite things I've heard from them, it's probably going to be something that's going to grow on me over time. But there were musical elements that stood out that I really, really liked. And again, that Faith No More, Mr. Bungle influence really stands out. And the symphonic elements in that were really surprising and really cool by the time it got to the end of it. And I imagined all of that was just like programmed in studio and stuff like that. But really cool touch, man. I liked it. I do like this band a ton, but I'm not super familiar with everything about them. I know that their last bass player left, or I don't know if it was their first bass player, so they obviously didn't have a new bass player in the video, so it might be just the four of them. But their other guitar player was also in the video and didn't even have a guitar. So a lot of questions about this one. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was pretty wild, man. I was highly entertained for sure. I'm going to give it a few more listens in a little bit here and see how I feel about it again, but I enjoyed it overall, man, and I hope that you guys did too. And I'm really looking forward to a new album from this band. So if this is your first time here and you enjoyed that, feel free to click subscribe. I release new videos all the time. So if you turn your alerts on, YouTube may notify you. You'll probably get it like days later because their notification system is f***ed. If you liked this video, I would greatly appreciate the like as it does help the channel. But if you disliked it, no big deal, man. Thank you for watching this time. You are free to click dislike and move on. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server I hang out on. I have a Twitch that I stream on from time to time. And if you're interested in any of that, I'll throw links to that in the description below. My handle on everything social media related is @TankTheTech. Thank you so much once again for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.